Oh, special effects.
Hi, this is Les July, and you know, this is a really special moment here. This is the third installment of On the Fly with Les July. I said I wasn't going to get emotional. Give me a minute. Okay, I got my composure, because today I'm here with, man, it's very important to me, one of my all-time musical influences, Mr. Todd Rundgren. Right on. Hey, we got to do that thing. Let's see if we can do that.
Shaka bra.
Shaka bra.
Shaka bra.
And the little pyramid thing.
Little pyramid. It looks almost like a yoni thing. I got my wrong hand in
there. There we go. There it is.
Peace, people.
Peace.
Peace out.
This is a little tradition that we're doing here. And so Todd's at the Rock today. He's doing a half-twisted kind of vibe, right?
Yeah, we left the bar home. So we got half the...
Excellent.
It seemed like it was a little redundant. We were playing so many bars anyway. We bring our own bar.
Right. It looks great.
Also, it was a logistical problem. We never would have fit the bar on this stage either. So
I got you. You know, one thing I noticed, you moved to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And you have brought the Hawaiian influence into your shows and your thing a whole lot.
Well, actually, we had the Hawaiian influence even before we started doing this
did you really?
weird show. We were, well, I've been living there for 3 years. And even before that, we used to get all of the Tiki classics when we go to Japan, get the CDs.
Oh, right.
Martin Denny and Les Baxter and Arthur Lyman, all of the classics. So we were into this Tiki lounge culture thing a little bit before it became popular because of our opportunities to go to Japan and go record shopping.
Right.
And the great thing about it is that it's the same environment every night. I suppose you could say that for any like big set piece that people take around, but for us, it seems like a whole environment, like a little club.
Right, the whole stage and everything takes you right there. That's excellent. Listen, I wanted to ask you.
And I get to drink on stage.
No, do you really? Do you? Oh, that's excellent.
Well, it's part of the show, you know.
It's rock and roll.
If I don't drink, people think I'm sick.
That's crazy. Listen, you know, it's interesting. A couple of years ago, of course, you know, I got the distinct honor of opening up for you at the House of Blues, and I just wanted to know. I didn't get a chance to really talk to you a little bit after that, but do you remember anything about that? What were your impressions?
And you had your little cigar box instrument, whatever. That was a terrific instrument. I was sort of amazed what you could get out of that.
House of Blues, let's give it up for Les July.
But I thought that's quite a feat, actually. You still play that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
So are you trademarking it or marketing it or anything like that?
Well, it's just part of my thing, you know what I mean? It's another strange thing to bring out to go, hey, check this out. You know,
kind of a minstrel thing.
Exactly.
Right?
You know.
Or a wandering minstrel eye, a thing of shreds and patches.
Exactly. There's a song, I watched one of your tapes from, I think it was a 1990 tour. And I've been meaning to find out, and where better to find out than from the man himself. The song has a line in it that says, "And then God kissed me, and I lost it when I fainted in his arms." What is that? The reason that song means a lot to me is because that song, I've never heard you sing like that. I get the impression that you were really, well, that particular night at least, wow, you know.
Well, that was, we did that live at, oh, you mean you heard me do the song that night? You know, when we did the original session, it was all live in the studio as well. So
I see.
The song has always been live, I guess, but the song is called Hawking, and it was written about Stephen Hawking and kind of like the fascination with the fact that he had this debilitating condition, you know, couldn't get out of the wheelchair, couldn't hardly do anything, but his mind went places that most people never even thought of.
Who is this man?
Stephen Hawking? He's a famous physicist, but he's got, I think it's Lou Gehrig's disease or one of those very debilitating quadriplegic kind of diseases. He's in a wheelchair, he can't speak, he communicates through a keypad. But he's one of the most sort of like advanced thinkers in the realm of quantum physics and things like that. And he writes books, and his mind goes where most people's minds don't go.
Right.
And it may be in part because of what happened to him.
Oh, I see. It's kind of like one.
You can't go anywhere.
Just taken
Can't do
away
what
and then
what other people can do with their bodies. So
Right.
he made up the difference with his mind and went and did things that people can't do.
It's almost like twice the difference of like being blind and having.
So this kind of thing, it makes,
Make
one
up for
part gets
something.
weaker, one part gets stronger. I
Exactly.
guess.
Exactly. Hey, you know that song that's out now, that the one that everybody thinks was you.
Is that the New Radicals?
Exactly. Okay. Now, what did you think the first time you heard that song?
Well, I heard the song and it didn't hit me the same way I guess it hit everyone else, and that it sounded like me. I'm trying to think of the song they're comparing it to. I can't remember, but I guess it's something when you get to a point where people will hear your influence
Exactly.
or the same or the same influences that you have in somebody else, and make that comparison. It means you've achieved some kind of iconographic, I guess, status. You have an actual identifiable style. Wow.
Yeah, no, that's it, because for a lot of people, they went so deep as to go, from the something, anything, I mean, just analyzing the mix in terms of the reverbs and all the kinds of stuff. Why does it remind you from that particular album?
I don't know.
No, but I'm just saying a lot of people who were into it was the running thing, and I was wondering to myself, and everybody, I guess, wanted me to, if I got this opportunity to go, hey, what did you think of it, or did you?
Well, I thought it was a nice song. I liked the song. I think the first time I heard it was like on a video. It was playing on MTV's Alternative Nation, or 120 Minutes, whatever that is now.
I gotcha.
And maybe that kind of threw me as well, because it's that, it was a more contemporary style thing. The band was dressed like in that contemporary.
Oh, right, but it's
some
not
very frumpy style,
Right. And from what I understand, it's actually not a band. That kid who's like
It's just
19,
that kid, yeah.
and he's like does like a Steely Dan thing. He just tells the other musicians kind of what to play, and he's got his own ideas.
Well, that's not unusual.
Right. Yeah.
Great. I like the fact that if people are going to make the comparison, that the song was, had a positive message to it.
Exactly.
And it's nice to people think that my basic message is optimistic, because I think it's basically optimistic. My other more politically charged material notwithstanding, such as Jesse and things like that.
Right. But no, it's good that you, at a time when all those things that you interjected in your songs and really did it. I remember you said something like, well, if you're going to write a song about sex, write a song about sex. Like most love songs.
And don't call it a love song.
Right, exactly.
That sounds,
thank you for keeping it real, as they say.
Yeah, well, it's, I mean, it's at least Color Me Bad wanted to sex you up. They didn't couch it and say, "Oh, I want to love you for all time, baby."
Right, exactly. The people have got graphic in with there. That's cool. Hey, listen, thanks a lot for your time.
My pleasure. And good luck with your show.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Do you have any parting words before you embark on this?
Yo, my friends, this is Todd Rundgren. You're watching On the Fly with Les July.